Pennsylvania's court system was hacked, making much of its website and online services unavailable today.
But as KDKA Money editor John Delano reports, the cyber attack is raising serious questions about the security of the state's judicial system.
Former U.S. Attorney Dave Hickton is very familiar with what are called DDoS, or distributed denial of service cyber attacks.
It's very serious, very sobering, and sadly not unusual.
Essentially, cyber criminals crash the system by overwhelming it with fake requests, making the state's court system unusable for online services, whether to file documents electronically, make court payments, manage guardianships, or simply track the status of cases.
In football parlance, they've just blitzed the system and overwhelmed it. And it is one of the many attacks that have become too frequent. It happened in Ohio, Kansas, and Wisconsin. It's happened in Australia.
Hickton is the founder of Pitt Cyber at the University of Pittsburgh.
Effectively, we just have lost use of the system. That can be a prelude to bigger problems, but it's an infrastructure attack against our court systems that should be taken very seriously.
Hickton says the court system in Atlanta was hacked and held for ransom, ultimately paid by taxpayers. No evidence of that here yet. Chief Justice Debra Todd reiterated that the court's technology team is working closely with law enforcement, Homeland Security, and the FBI to investigate the cyber attack, adding today, there is still no indication that any court data has been compromised, and our courts remain open and accessible to the public, unquote.
These kinds of things can take anywhere from a few hours to a few days to resolve.
Randy Rose with the Center for Internet Security says, in correcting the problem, security experts have to be careful not to open up the system to additional risks.
Sometimes the systems could actually be back available, but it's incumbent on the cybersecurity professionals to make sure that there's no further risk. By opening that system up, we're not opening citizens up to any potential risk.
Now, coming up at 6, we'll take a closer look at whether your own personal computer systems are subject to a similar DDoS cyber attack. John Delano, KDKA-TV News.